Tonight, an inside look. We take you behind the scenes of a first-of-its-kind testing facility here in Duluth.
And vandals strike. Authorities say there's an increase in political vandalism this year. What's behind the trend?
And mask mandate extended. Wisconsin's governor makes that order today. How much longer you'll have to keep wearing them.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. Minnesota's first COVID-19 saliva testing site is slated to open in Duluth tomorrow.
Before it opens, CBS3's Ryan Campo got an inside look at the site and what you can expect when you arrive.
No longer do you need a cotton swab up your nose. Starting tomorrow, you'll be able to spit in a tube and get COVID-19 testing results. The Dex Palucci Hall will now be home to a free COVID-19 saliva testing site, a site that will be the first of its kind in the state of Minnesota. You don't need to have symptoms or insurance to be tested. If you make an appointment or just walk in, you'll grab a test and then head to a table set up for you to complete it. You'll be asked to fill out paperwork on your smartphone or an iPad they have on site. Once finished, you will spit in the tube, fill it to the designated line, put the cap on it, and head on your way. A test that takes about 10 minutes to complete, and you can expect your results back in a day or two. As for why it's held indoors, Minnesota Department of Health officials say it's just as useful as an outdoor site, but more tests can be done in a day.
The weather is something that really can determine whether or not someone would come to a testing event, and so holding it inside and making sure that people are making reservations online and keeping socially distant in large rooms like this are just as safe as being outside.
You must wear a mask when at the testing site. Anyone coming in to get a test should avoid eating, drinking, chewing, or smoking anything for at least a half hour before providing a sample. Now coming up tonight at 10, more on what you need to know before you head to Minnesota's first COVID-19 saliva testing site.
Thanks, Ryan. The testing site will be open 5 days a week, Wednesdays through Sundays. We have the hours of operation, which vary day by day, on our website. That's also where you'll find a link to make a reservation to get tested.
Wisconsin's governor has extended the state's mask mandate as COVID cases continue to rise. Democratic Governor Tony Evers issued the extension through November 21st. The order has been in effect since August and was scheduled to expire yesterday. Evers extended the order even as his authority to issue the mandate is being challenged by conservatives in court. Wisconsin's COVID-19 cases have been soaring, and the state now ranks third in the country for new cases per capita.
New at 6, with a high number of teachers quarantined and not enough substitutes, Ashland students will be learning entirely online for the next 2 weeks. Today's announcement comes after Ashland County health leaders say a student and staff in the building tested positive for COVID-19. 2 others were not in the building, also tested positive. Right now, the district has 9 staff members and more than 20 students in precautionary quarantine. Ashland was using a hybrid learning model. Students will move to online learning starting tomorrow with the goal of returning to the classroom by October 8th.
And Dave's here for our first look at the weather tonight. Dave, just a beautiful day out there.
Yeah, temperature-wise, warmer than normal, first day of fall, but summer-style temperatures. It'll be like that again tomorrow.
Okay.
And then it becomes a little more realistic the day after, so it won't stay this way forever.
Darn.
Well, let's take a look now at what's going on with this live view at the Twig area. And it looks like a beautiful blue sky over that neck of the woods near Highway 53. Eyeing up the trees, leaves haven't started to turn much in that neck of the woods, but others, of course, are leading the charge, especially the farther north you go. Well, thanks to high pressure, we had a warm day today with plenty of sunshine, but there's a chance for rain coming our way tomorrow night as those 2 low-pressure systems advance from the west. So we take a look at the day planner for Wednesday, and the day should start with a sunny note, around 56 degrees, and then 70s possible by lunchtime, but clouds will be on the increase as those lows get closer. So tomorrow evening, it's a 40% chance of rain with highs in the upper 70s again. We'll talk about how much rain could come down and how long it'll last in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Cloquet has seen more than a dozen incidents of vandalism to businesses and people's properties in just the last 2 weeks. Police say it's a lot more than what they typically see. CBS 3's Emma Quinn spoke with concerned residents about the issue and learned how you can help police.
Destruction and damage is what Cloquet residents and business owners are facing.
A number of incidents of graffiti or damage to property to businesses and residential properties, kind of within a pretty tight corridor.
In the last 16 days, the Cloquet Police Department has received reports of 13 incidents. Commander David O'Connor says while they're not sure why it's happening, they find it's mostly in areas of Avenue B and Carlton Avenue areas.
Mostly words. They vary from site to site, but a common theme is the word junk or junkie, depending on how you read it.
Residents like Lucas Wana are upset about the recent damage.
I've noticed it a lot around town, and it's unfortunate that have this defacing going on.
He says it's upsetting seeing areas like the public skate park being damaged.
They work really hard to keep it clean here, and the kids to have a spot to hang out. And there's no main message for it. I would call it almost immature.
Cloquet police are asking the public for help, including checking your security cameras if you have any installed.
Just letting them know about it, just to kind of be vigilant for people that maybe don't look like they should be on their block.
A local business owner who wishes to remain anonymous is offering a $1,000 reward for any information that can lead to an arrest. For more information on how to contact the police department, you can head on over to our website.
While election years typically find political parties pitted against each other, some authorities say they're seeing more of that this year than ever before. Superior Police say they've seen more stolen political signs during this election cycle than in years past. Local watchdog social media pages have also been reporting these incidents that appear to target people on both sides of the political spectrum. Last Friday, Duluth resident Joseph Slaverio, a Trump supporter, found his vehicle was vandalized. His Trump stickers had been spray painted and the word fascist was written on the side of his car. Slaverio is urging those causing the vandalism to stop doing this to people no matter what party you align with.
I'm not going to go wreck your stuff, so don't come and wreck mine. And I just hope somebody else will think about, damages they might do to somebody else.
As far as penalties for these sorts of crimes, Superior Police tell us it depends on several factors, such as the value of the sign or how much damage was caused.
Grand Rapids police say they are no longer searching for the man who stole 14 handguns from a store Saturday night. While police were not able to publicly share why they are no longer searching for him, they did say they found 6 of the guns. They're still asking for the public's help in finding the others. Police say the suspect used a large rock to break the front door of Glenn's Army-Navy store shortly before midnight on Saturday. He used the same rock to smash the glass countertops and steal the handguns. The investigation is still ongoing. Meanwhile, Duluth police say a driver who ran his car into a house in the Lincoln Park neighborhood last night was not impaired at the time. They said the 35-year-old took his eyes off the road, hit a dumpster, a light pole, and eventually the house. The driver and the passenger had minor injuries. He was cited for not driving with care.
It's been 5 years since Sheila St. Clair disappeared from Duluth. Today, friends and city leaders gathered with an update on the case and a plea for more information. St. Clair was last seen at the Cascade Apartments in Duluth in September of 2015. She reportedly told friends she was going to the White Earth Reservation, but never arrived, and she hasn't been seen since. Duluth Police Chief says they're close to solving the case, but haven't made much progress over the years. They need people to come forward with information.
We received a tip just as recent as yesterday, and before that, March. So each one of those tips, we work in earnest to follow those leads to their natural conclusion.
If you have any information about this case, no matter how small, you're asked to contact the Duluth Police.
The investigation into the Jacob Blake shooting is in its final stages.
But before any decisions about charges are made, an outside consultant will look at the case. CBS's Mark McPherson has the details.
The DCI portion of this investigation is now in its final stages.
With the investigation into Jacob Blake's shooting winding down, the Attorney General is deciding what happens next.
Having an evaluation of the facts conducted by a consultant will help reach the most just outcome in this case.
Instead of the file going straight to the Kenosha DA, it will first be given to former Madison Police Chief Noble Ray.
I have the utmost confidence both in Chief Ray's expertise and in the fairness with which he's going to approach this.
So I have not prejudged this.
The former chief has worked on both a state and national level reviewing use of force cases.
My role is to review the work and then provide analysis in the form of a written report, and then provide some consultation to the district attorney.
Kenosha DA Mike Gravely says it was his idea to add the consultant and left it up to the Attorney General to make that choice.
And I did that because I wanted the maximum confidence for whatever decision results in this case.
Gravely says outside consultants are common in criminal cases, and a case as high profile as this one could benefit from the help.
And a comprehensive and fair investigation is absolutely what all the parties involved in this case deserve.
This is Wisconsin's moment of truth, and I want the best for this state and the people in this state.
The DA is still deciding if the consultant, Noble Ray, will also make a recommendation about whether to charge the officer.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, Apple Fest may have been canceled this year. Coming up, find out how you can still support Bayfield businesses.
Today's high temp of 81 was pretty close to the record of 84 set back in 1903. We'll be pretty close again tomorrow, but not much longer after that. We'll talk about temperature trends and a rain chance tomorrow night that we definitely need coming up in just a bit.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
I was diagnosed with diabetes at 13, so I got to work. I'm Quinn Nystrom, and I became a national advocate. Went door to door in Brainerd, then St. Paul. Went up to Canada to bring back insulin for a fraction of what drug companies charge here. But Pete Stauber went to Washington and voted against making healthcare and prescription drugs more affordable. I approve this message because Minnesota can't afford Pete Stauber in Congress.
This year, more than ever, we are urging you to get your flu shot. During this pandemic, it seems there are so many things we can't do. Well, this is something we can do.
Flu shots are now widely available throughout our community, including at St. Luke's and in Essentia.
It takes just a few moments, and getting a flu shot protects you and those around you.
Let's do everything we can to stay healthy.
Let's get our flu shots. On behalf of Essentia
and St. Luke's and our entire region, thank you.
Let's face it, it's been a tough year. But here in Minnesota, we're pretty tough too. We help each other, we work together, and we solve problems. That's what I try to do every day as your congressman. Like helping to save pensions for our union workers, standing with snowplow drivers during their strike, and fighting to lower health care costs for seniors and our most vulnerable. I'm Pete Stauber, and I approve this message because together we're fighting for our way of life.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt this morning.
And the below average trend
Thanks so much for joining us. So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. on CBS 3.
Uh-oh.
What?
I think I forgot to lock my Buick.
Parallel parking.
The hot yoga was so hot. Check this out. Cooling seats?
Alexa, ask Buick to start my SUV.
You can do that.
You can do that?
You can't do that.
You can with the Buick.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you.
Get great offers across the full Buick lineup, like nearly $4,300 purchase allowance on most 2020 Buick Encore models. Visit your Lake Country Buick dealer.
Love Island, come for the crushes.
The girl I would like to couple up with is...
He's awesome.
Best date ever. Stay for the crashes.
I hope you're not too comfortable.
They have no idea what's about to happen.
These are really good looking guys.
I definitely see something in you.
She just wants to be with the stronger man.
We're all excited. We're all very, very excited.
Excuse me?
Love Island's new episode tonight, 9/8 Central on CBS.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3. CBS 3 Weather is brought to you by St. Luke's. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
What a day to start autumn. Temperatures much warmer than normal. Let's go into the map and eye up our top temps. We had 75 in Ely, 78 International Falls, 81 degrees at the airport here in Duluth, and Superior followed suit. And so did Moose Lake, Solon Springs, and Hayward. Ashland not far behind at 80. Pretty close to the record, only off by about 3 degrees. We get another day like this tomorrow before we do start to cool down. The agent of change that'll bring in the cool down is a low pressure system or two that'll bring us our next rain chance, which could strike tomorrow night. And we do need the rain. We're about 2.5 inches short here just for the month of September. Current conditions, still 78 at the airport, 29% for the relative humidity, and a northwesterly winds going 5 miles per hour. By tomorrow morning, it could become dead calm, at least for a few hours. Our barometric pressure, that is 30.01 inches of mercury. And now the current temperatures, well, still mid-70s for the Upper Peninsula, though a pool of cooler air is infiltrating the Ashland region. Only 67 there right now, but 77 Hayward, 77 in Solon Springs, and mid-70s in Superior, mid to upper 70s for Moose Lake, and many 70s to be found here along the North Shore. Lower 70s towards the Ely-Babbitt area, 74 around Hibbing-Chisholm, towards Grand Rapids, 71, and 78 for our friends in International Falls. Again, temperatures tomorrow could run 75 to 80 once again, with things just slightly cooler by the lake. Doppler map right now shows our area is calm from Minnesota into Wisconsin and through the UP because of high pressure that's parked over our region, brought in some sunshine. That helped bring in the heat today. A southerly wind helped do that as well. But things are going to change up tomorrow. Tomorrow during the day may be just as nice as today with temperatures near 80, like I mentioned, and some sunshine. But a pair of low pressure systems will bring us a rain chance as we get into tomorrow night in through Thursday morning. And this cold front will cool us down by Thursday. Temperatures will only top out around 60. So if we hit 80 again tomorrow, enjoy it while you can. Things are going to change, at least for the short term. We'll show you the long-term forecast with a 7-day in just a bit after we take a look at how much rain we could get tomorrow night into Thursday morning. And north of Duluth, maybe only 1/3 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. It's from the Twin Ports in through Wisconsin, east central Minnesota, and the UP, where we could go from about 3/4 of an inch to around an inch. And since we're so short of rain, that'll at least knock our deficit in half, so we could use it if it comes across. Here's what we get tonight in Minnesota. Low temps from 48 to 57. Cooler inland, warmer by the lake, calm wind and a partly cloudy sky, which also covers Wisconsin and the UP. Low temps there should go about 50 to 55. Then for tomorrow, during the day, dry for Wisconsin and the UP. Afternoon high temps, 75 to 80. 40% chance for the rain at night and overnight. And Minnesota shares that forecast with inland highs about 73 to 80, 68 to 72 by the lake. And you know, that's not our only chance for rain this week. It may be one of our better chances, though, but another one could come around Friday into Saturday and then Monday into Tuesday. And as far as temperatures go, bit of a ride. 78 on Wednesday, only 60 Thursday, back to 72 Friday, and then dropping into the mid to upper 60s for the weekend, which, you know, really isn't bad for September. Yeah. But by next Tuesday, we could be descending into the 50s, and maybe we won't be playing around with pseudo-summer anymore. It'll be straight up fall coming our way.
Who knows? Yeah, hard to believe that it's just a week ago we were, you know, freezing cold temperatures and struggling to get to 50s. And
now we're close to record highs.
Yeah, it's weird how it works. Yep. Thanks, Dave.
The night skies will be a bit noisier for the next 2 weeks. Duluth's 148th Fighter Wing will begin its night training tonight. Northland and UP residents can expect to hear the F-16s in the later afternoon and evenings. All jets will land by 11:15. The training will run through October 2nd.
As the battle with western wildfires continues to rage, Minnesotans are stepping up to lend their support. Crews and workers from forest and wildlife agencies across the state have been making their way out west to support firefighters and first responders battling the blaze across California and parts of Oregon. The Superior and Chippewa National Forests have committed 15% of their workforce to the firefight, while the Minnesota DNR and Forest Service sent 51 employees for support. Nationwide, there are more than 32,000 firefighters deployed to fight the wildfires.
Applefest may be canceled this year, but you can bring the fun into your home. Bayfield Foods Cooperative announced today an Applefest box that you can buy. You can customize it by choosing from a handful of Apple products or other Bayfield-made items. You can order a box through October and have it shipped to any Minnesota or Wisconsin address. The money raised will help support orchards and businesses in Bayfield.
Coming up in sports, how Minnesota sports teams are teaming up to give back during this time. Kelly tells us how next.
Fond du Lac Casino is hiring. Apply today.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Dry, itchy skin, bad taste, stained appliances. Call Arrowhead Water right now and let us come to your home and perform our no-obligation free 10-minute water audit. We'll test hardness, iron, pH, sulfur, and chlorine. In no time, you'll see, feel, and taste the difference a home water system can make. And right now, when we install your home water system, you can save up to 30% over the lifetime of a new system. Call us now to schedule your no-obligation free 10-minute home water audit. Family-owned, family-trusted, and no 1-800 number. Arrowhead Water.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet, your simple and affordable choice for bathtubs, showers, surrounds, and safety tubs. Right now, we are offering 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2022, or get your dream bathroom for as little as $69 a month. This offer ends September 30th, so call us today or go online to book your appointment to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet. Out of this world service and down to earth price.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
I've smoked, I've drank coffee, I drink red wine. It makes my teeth darker. And using Power Swabs, it's made a difference. People ask me, what do you do to whiten your teeth? And I'm really proud to tell them that I use Power Swabs.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
The secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginneker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip or tray in your mouth for 30 minutes twice a day.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like, you got to leave it on for 30 minutes, and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on, and it was good to go.
When I used these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain, and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth? With Power Swabs, there was 0 sensitivity.
Within the first day with the Power Swab, I noticed there was a difference. I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Whiten your teeth today by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Yes, 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
What do you get when you pair Minnesota Nice with all of the professional sports teams in this state? You get one pretty awesome initiative to give back during this tough time. 7 Minnesota sports teams and organizations are teaming up with Fox Sports North and Minnesota's Feeding America food banks to fight hunger. This week-long event that starts tomorrow will feature all your favorite athletes and coaches and the opportunity to give back and to bid on some unique auction items. Proceeds from the campaign will provide much-needed meals to 6 food banks across the state, serving 110 counties in Minnesota and western Wisconsin.
I think this is, it speaks volumes about the community of Minnesota. And, when it comes to social responsibility and community relations, we all unite, and we certainly recognize the power of all of us coming together to further our impact. And so really applaud, Fox Sports North and bringing out all of us together, and the University of Minnesota joining, and also the Minnesota Broadcasting Broadcasters Association and many other partners.
And it begins tomorrow. You can head to our website, CBS3Duluth.com, under the sports tab for more info. Be sure to tune into Fox Sports North this Friday following the Twins game for a 30-minute special featuring players and coaches from all of Minnesota's prominent sports teams. Well, 2 weeks have come and gone, and the NFL has good news regarding their latest round of COVID-19 testing. 0 players have tested positive coming out of week 1. More than 36,000 tests were administered to nearly 8,000 players and team personnel between September 13th and September 19th. While no players tested positive, there were 5 positive tests connected to team personnel. And the league is handing out fines to those that don't comply with their COVID policies. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, Seattle Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll, Denver Broncos head coach Vic Fangio, and 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan were each fined $100,000, and their teams fined $250,000 by the NFL for violating the league's COVID-19 protocols. That adds up to over $1 million in fines among the 3 franchises. Warnings were issued in a league-wide memo following week 1, reminding coaches to wear a face covering on the sidelines. And some high school soccer this afternoon. A battle of the Hawks as Hermantown hosted Grand Rapids. First half, Hermantown already up 1-0. Taylor Berkey gets it ahead for Natalie Bushman. The sophomore is able to tuck it inside the post to tie it up for the Thunderhawks. But a few minutes later, the Hawks get aggressive. It all starts with Hallie Carlson throwing it in. She follows the rebound and says, let's take this to the net. And good things happen when you do that. Macy Seeger finishes off her second goal of the afternoon. The Thunderhawks would equalize again in the second half, but Callie Showalter put it away in the 71st minute for Hermantown, who goes on to win it 3-2, the final. And that's going to do it for sports for now. We'll have more here back tonight at 10. Kristen and Tony, I'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Kelly. Tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, the 15th of September to the 15th of October is known as Hispanic Heritage Month. We'll take a look at how one local yoga instructor is using her class to teach others about Hispanic heritage and culture. NASA has announced an out-of-this-world discovery.
Yeah, the Rosetta mission just revealed Comet 67P has its own northern lights. NASA says this is the first time an ultraviolet aurora has been detected on a celestial object that isn't a moon or a planet. Rosetta, which was launched in 2004, is the most accomplished comet hunter in space exploration. It orbited 67P from August 2014 through September of 2016. I would have thought that that's just something that kind of occurs here, not other places. But hey, the more you know.
The more you know. Well, Dave, it felt like summer today. You know I was happy about that.
Yeah, it felt very summery with high temps close to 80 for a lot of towns. And we're going to do it again tomorrow as higher pressure helps bring in southerly winds, at least for the short term, and sunshine. The extra sunshine helps warm things up. Warming things up to 78 tomorrow, but some lows coming in from the west will cloud things up tomorrow night. We get a 40% chance for showers, even late season thunderstorms, and the potential for a soaking rain from Duluth to Point South. Hopefully it pays off because we are on the dry side. Then we'll be on the cool side by Thursday with a high of only 60.
All right, thanks for joining us.
We'll see you again at 10 o'clock.